Good morning. Questions that I've been asked in the last few days is what's the music? So the music is Matt Anderson, my brother-in-law who lives in France, and he has a band, and so he created that piece of music, which I just love. I love it. Every morning I have to search through his messages and find his music. And then the other question is, or not every question, my plans for November. I'm still creating them. They're like bubbling up from the deep of me. And I should know in the next few days. And then I'm going to send out a newsletter. So if you want information about next month or any other stuff that we have going on here, then just down here in the words things, there is my email or my phone number, and you can just text me or email me your email address and I'll stick you on the mailing list. Okay, so come, let's move this morning. Great. So great. So come stand. You can stand in the middle of your mat because we're going to do something this way, or wherever you like, stand, and then just slowly begin to roll down. And as you roll down, just feel how as you bend your knees, your spine can fold a bit deeper. And then as you come back up, feel the weight of your arms through your spine. So you're really rounding your spine. And when you come all the way up, reach your arms wide, look up and reach up. Nice. And then down again, rolling down. You're really feeling the full of your spine as you go. Are both knees bending, both buttocks engaging, both legs engaging. And then slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up. Nice, one more time. Rolling down, all the way down. And then rolling back up again. And reach your arms wide, reaching up, looking up. Nice. So we're going to do something similar but different. So now bring your hands straight forward and just bring your hands to your knees and draw your nose down towards your belly button. So now we're really trying to squeeze our nose towards our belly button. And then lift up and then lean your arms back and gently bring your hips forward so you feel the front of your hips and belly opening, but gently. So what you're doing is feeling your body this morning, and that's a gentle thing. And bring your hands to your knees, draw your nose to your belly button, and then reach your arms up and push your hips forward and gently meet the front of your belly, the front of your hips. One more time. Bring your hands down, bring your nose to your belly button. It's never going to get there, by the way. And then slowly rising up and lean so you're opening the front of your belly. Nice. Bring your hands to your hips. Just roll into your hips. Those of you who did August with me, this was the beginning of how we did August. For the month of August, we stood and we rolled. So we're going to try that out today. It's always good to shake things up, change things. There's no one way to do anything, which is really wonderful and so forgiving. And then roll in the other direction. And just feel out. How do your hips, your belly, how does that feel? Nice. Bring your hands to the sides of your thighs and then drop your hand down and bring your hand to the side of your knee in that direction. And then back up again. And then down the other side. And back up again. So now as you reach the right hand down, draw the left fingers up to your armpit. And then down, and then left hand down. Bring your right fingers up to your armpit. And just feel that as one hand glides down, the other hand glides up. As one hand glides down, the other hand glides up. And really listen, these are really strong into the spine. So don't go too far. You're warming up. You're not forcing your spine. You're listening to what is your shape this morning. Nice. And then swing. Swing your arms behind you. And swing them behind you. And just swing. And you kind of slap yourself with your own hands a little bit. As you look and soften your knees so that you're really turning your hips. There's this kind of moment in the center where I feel like I'm swinging and leaning backwards. This is very cool kind of centrifugal force kind of feeling to it. I like that word, centrifugal. Nice. Keep centrifugaling. And then come to center. Nice. Just pause there. Just feel that in your body. Your knees, your feet, your hips, your lower back, your shoulders. Nice. And then rolling down, bring your hands to the floor just out in front of you. So my hands are, they're maybe a foot out from maybe a foot and a half out from my toes. And then I slowly draw my knees down and let my knees land on the floor. So your hands have to be far enough out or wide enough out to let your knees down. And then push into the floor, walk your hands back, and then come all the way up to stand. Nice. And then come down. You can walk your hands out if you want to, or just let them land and then drop your knees down. Let them touch. Pause there for a moment. And then push your hands down. Lift your knees up. Walk your hands back. And come all the way up. One more time of those, guys. Slowly rolling down. Walk your hands out. Bring your knees down. And then arching your back, looking forward. And then rounding your back, look towards your belly button. So I remember years ago, my teacher Nullag, there was all these different names for the kind of the cat movement. So this is a rabbit, whereas, cat is cat and dog is dog. So this is the rabbit pose. Rounding your back and arching your back. Rounding your back and arching your back. Nice. Push back into your downward dog, all the way back. Just find your downward dog. Legs are long. You're having a bit of a wiggle. Bending one knee, bending the other, bending both, stretching both. Lean a little bit into the right side and lean a little bit into the left side. And just feel that through your body. How do you lean and connect? Lean and connect. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. So we're just going to do our shoulder shrugs. I'm really noticing that my shoulders are feeling much more connected because of these shoulder shrugs. And so pushing your shoulders forward and drawing your shoulders backwards. Shoulders forwards, shoulders backwards. Shoulders forwards, shoulders backwards. So the next time your face drops down a little bit, keep going until your elbows are a little bit bent and your nose is a little bit closer to the floor. Not a lot, just enough that you go, yes, I can feel my arms working. Straighten your arms, pull your shoulders backwards. And just feel that a few times. Bending your elbows. So we're not doing a gung-ho push-up because also our pelvis isn't involved. We're not including the weight of our body. We're just wondering, how far can I bend my elbows? And what happens in my shoulders and my arms in wellness as I do that? Can I mind my wellness as I do this? One more time. Super cool. Stretch the right arm out long and drop your right armpit to the floor in that direction. Nice. Maybe lifting up a little bit and then dropping down again. So you can wiggle here. You can almost like breathing in a pose. You can rise on the inhalation and then drop on the exhalation. Or you can move your spine or do something that you just feel that you play the full of your body into the stretch. Nice. Change. Left hand forward. And just play the full of your body. Remembering, if you have a difficult shoulder, mind it. I know who you are. So amazing. Nice. And then both hands to the floor. Bring your right hand out to the side and try and walk your hand as far to the side as you can. I actually am walking my fingers out like they're pulling me out. And then I bring my face to hover just above the floor. I'm trying to get the remote from underneath the cupboard. Nice. Come all the way back up. And then the other side, walk your left hand as far out as you can, really walking your fingers as far out. And then try and bring your face to hover just above the floor. And then all the way back. Nice. Sit your bum down. Just pause for a moment in child's pose. Either bring your hands back or leave them forward, or just let all that settle. Nice. One more thing in a cat pose. So come forward onto your hands and knees. And then draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder or right elbow, right upper arm. Stretch your right leg long and swing your leg over the corner until you're looking back at your right foot over towards the left. And go, wow, look, hello, hello, you over there. And then draw your knee up towards your shoulder, squeezing it up. And then draw your leg over towards the left and look over your shoulder. Nice. One more time. And draw your knee up, squeeze it up, pause it there. And then stretch your leg around the corner and really lean or breathe into the right-hand side of your rib cage. Really fill into your belly, into your shoulders. Feel the breath in the deep of your rib cage. Nice. Sweep that right foot all the way forward to the outside of your right hand, and then rounding your back and arching your back, looking forward. Rounding your back, arching your back, and looking forward. One more time. Rounding your back, arching your back, looking forward, and then rock forward and backwards. You can, if you want, lift your back knee off the floor and just rock forward and backwards, or you can keep your back knee on the floor as you rock forward and backwards. You see, your back knee stays bent when it's off the floor. You're just rocking forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. One more time. Forwards and backwards. Step back, downward dog. Find your length. Stretch back into your heels. Nice. Both knees to the floor. And draw your left knee up towards your left elbow, shoulder. And then sweep your left foot around the corner. And see it over there on the right-hand side. I was talking to somebody the other day, and this is kind of, and I totally, I'm there with it. That this is kind of childlike delight to go, wow, look, there's my foot. And then draw your knee up towards your left shoulder. And then all around the corner, look over your shoulder and see it over there. Nice, one more time. Knee up, pausing there, squeezing it up. And then all around the corner. And then breathe into your rib cage, really fill into your belly. Super. And both knees to the floor. Come lie on your belly with your elbows bent, and your elbows are high and they're over your hands. Bend your left knee, stretch your right arm long, and then swing your left foot over towards your right hand. And for me, if I look down towards the floor, I keep very slow and safe in the posture. If I begin to lift my head and look down the beach, as such, my analogy for that, kind of try and see a distance in front of me, it really deepens the stretch in the front of my right shoulder. So decide what the level of engagement you need in this pose is. I'm pushing into my left hand, I'm looking way down the beach. My left foot is reaching towards my right hand. Nice, and then come back. Other side. Stretch the left arm long. Bend the right knee and swing the right foot towards the left hand. And again, look down towards the floor and stay low to the floor and keep that left shoulder safe if you've got anything going on. Or begin to lift and look deeply far down the beach as my right foot seeks towards my left hand. Nice, and then come all the way back. And then we're going to swing. So stretch your right arm long, swing your left foot backwards. And when you're swinging, go slowly, really listening to your body. It's a slow swing of your leg behind you, because every movement that you make here, you're listening to. I'm really listening to the front of my shoulders. I'm listening to the deep of my back, my leg as it travels, my torso as it rises. Nice, one more time each side. Awesome, how cool. So then push your hands into the floor a little bit back from you. Push back. And just come up onto your knees for just a moment. So rise high onto your knees. You can put something underneath your knees if you wish. My toes are tucked under and standing, so my feet are strong. And then we're going to do a kind of a rocking thing into the spine. Main thing is that you find your expression of this in your spine. Okay, so reach forward and just bring your fingertips to tap the floor lightly. And already there, you'll feel that you have to round your back and your belly has to pull backwards to touch the floor. And then rise your arms up and gently open your chest, draw your hips forward and feel like you're not stretching yourself. You're feeling the front of your belly go, wow, I can feel my belly. And then round your back, bring your fingertips down. I can feel my back. So just feel, you're not stretching, feel. Feel your belly. And then down, feel your back. And just notice how when we go back, it's the front of our body we feel deeply. And when we go forward, it's the back of our body that we feel deeply. But the other side has to engage as well. So really go slowly with this movement. We're not forcing anything. We're encouraging length, allowing strength and connection. Nice. One more time. Touch the floor. And then reaching back. Oh, super cool. Come to lie on the floor. So come all the way down, lying on the floor. Your back is on the floor. You're going to let that settle. We did a lot of rolling and reaching and stuff into the spine there. Oh, I missed a movement. Anyways, it's okay. So push your feet down into the floor and begin to roll up along your spine. And then roll down along your spine. As you roll up and down, just really enjoy the contact with the floor. Enjoy the feeling of the yoga mat beneath your spine and that rolling pin up and down along your spine. Nice. And then make sure your feet are tucked close to your bum and then walk your feet a tiny bit closer together. Not close to your bum, but not too far out from your knees. So make sure they're underneath your knees. And then push down into your feet and lift upwards. So my feet are slightly closer and my feet are slightly closer towards each other as well. And then draw your right knee up towards your chest. Squeezing it in, arms are long beside you. And then change. And draw your left knee up onto your chest, squeezing it in. And then lower your foot to the floor. Right knee up towards you. Lowering down. Last one. Left knee up towards you. And lowering down. Lower your bum all the way down. Reach your arms out into a T. Drop your knees to the right. Come back up to center. And drop your knees to the left. And back up to center. Knees to the right. Center. And knees to the left. Center. Nice. Walk your feet slightly further apart till your feet are mat distance apart. Feel the mat underneath your feet. Drop both knees to the right. Come back up. And drop both knees to the left. And come back up. Right. Both knees to the right. Bend your left elbow and glide your left hand down beyond your right hand. And then slide it back to your elbow. And then down beyond your hand. And feel like your whole body is included in the movement. So as I roll across that right shoulder, as I reach into my left hand, as I feel my rib cage, my belly, my hip, my leg, really notice how you reach your left hand further and then draw your left hand back. Reach your left hand further and draw your left hand back. Nice. Come all the way back up to center. Change. Drop your knees down towards the left and then slide your right hand beyond. And then come back to your elbow. Slide beyond. And coming back. Nice. One more time. Slide beyond. And coming back. Nice. Come back to center. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest and hug them in. And just feel that. There's the hug of that. Sometimes I have my feet crossed in this. Sometimes my feet are together. See what you're doing right now. Just notice. It's always so cute to notice what my feet need. Not what I think I need, but it's like, oh, that's so cute. One foot is helping the other. Nice. And then just rock from side to side. Super. So you can stay there on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Stretch your legs out long or roll over into your child's pose. And so whatever you choose to do, just let that settle. Letting it settle, letting it deepen, belly to your thighs if you're in child's pose. Thighs to calves, shins to floor, softening the feet, widening the sacrum, depending on how your arms are, either broadening the shoulders or lengthening the neck and spine. Nice. Coming all the way forward, hands and knees. Have a bit of a wiggle. It's always really delicious wiggling. Maybe just doing a cat or pushing back into a downward dog or do whatever it is you do. If you're lying on your back, then stretch your arms long and have that yawny feeling. That yawny feeling is called a pandiculation. And so just finding the way that you come all the way. Nice. How lovely, guys. Really delicious. And yeah, so send me an email or text me if you want more information. Great, guys. Rock on. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow, day 17. Amazing, amazing. So cool.